spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the five-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And now Dallas is starting group. Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Nimhard, the pass to Halliburton. That's going to be over. Over and back, not watching the line on that one. Here's Irving. He takes it in. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Siakam with a screen on Thompson. Halliburton on the attack. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
Irving looking around. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And he's going for the lob. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Turner. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Davis with a screen on Halliburton. Irving. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And after missing their first 3 shots, maybe this will get them going.
Irving against Halliburton. Driving to the basket. That shot off. Excellent D there from Lively. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the basket is good.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Siakam, pass to Halliburton. Siakam with a screen on Irving. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Nimhard. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
There's the screen by Marshall. Here's Davis. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Lively. Outside Davis. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. That free throw good from Davis.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Tipped. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Turner. 1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. Sends it home from three-point land. Siakam's got 5 points.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Now here's Nembhard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Matherin, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Irving against Halliburton. Out to Thompson. Davis, the pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Halliburton. There's the drive. Up and in on the layup. Halliburton's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Davis can't hit. Now here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Irving. Nembhard, good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now here's Irving. Over Halliburton. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Najee Marshall. Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
Halliburton outside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Matherin finds Turner. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Lively with a screen on Matherin. Davis with it. Turner covering. Lively passes to Irving. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
Halliburton against Irving. Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Davis. Pass to Turner. And the shot's good. Turner's got 5 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Halliburton with the steal. The finish! And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And one thing about Matherin, he keeps pressure on that defense.
Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada.
Yeah, we've seen a number of Canadians come in and have a high level of impact for their team. For Matherin, think about his availability his rookie year, played in almost every game, and this guy is a legit scorer at this level.
Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Marshall. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's gotten his first basket of the night.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. And that one's good. Irving.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Irving against McConnell. Siakam with a screen on Irving. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Marshall. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Nembhard. Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Back to Davis. Rejected by Siakam.
Well, there you see the wingspan of Pascal Siakam. Send it back.
McConnell finds Toppin. Siakam the screen. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Davis with a screen on McConnell. Outside Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Davis has got 8.
Nice work from AD. He finds his comfort zone behind the three-point line.
Pass to Thompson. Toppin with a steal. Outside Neesmith. It's stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson always in motion.
Well, Thompson is so great at sprinting up the floor. Exceptional at getting to the right spot.
Outside for McConnell. 17 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Neesmith. 6 to shoot. Siakam outside. Fires for 3. No good there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, I love what he's doing offensively. He's hungry, he's attacking, and he's not settling.
He's shooting well because he's taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule. And that'll do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. And the Mavericks with possession here. After the basket by Indiana on the other end.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Here's Siakam. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Bryant. Misses the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And stolen by Williams. Down low for the tie. And finished off by Gafford as he lays it in. Gafford's got 6 in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Bradley sets a screen. Siakam, no good.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Exum. For the lead. From beyond the arc and then some. And now a 3-point Dallas lead. For Indiana, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Back to Bradley. Pass to Walker. Now Siakam. He's guarded by Exum. Here's Bradley. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist with that last one. To the middle. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Bradley. Good as the jump shot falls. Bradley's got his 2nd basket of the night. Dallas has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Williams against McConnell. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Exum outside. Fires from deep. The dunk by Gafford.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's McConnell following the score by Dallas. Outside Walker. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Washington. And here's the fast break. Here's Exum. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Bradley. Toppin comes in for Walker. Nimhart, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Neesmith, he's checked in for Jackson.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 23.
1:10 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Prosper. Yet to see a basket. Tries again. Washington outside. Down low. The kick out to Williams. 3 on the clock. Jack's up with 3. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Nimhard. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Up and against Williams. And stolen by Williams. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Washington. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 6-point game. Pass to Nesmith. It's stolen by Washington. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 6. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team.
These guys are going to struggle guard movement.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton with the ball. Takes a 3. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
My goodness, what a triple drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
Irving with it. Halliburton picks him up. Lively passes to Marshall. Davis a screen. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Halliburton up top. He's guarded by Irving. Irving against Turner. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Indiana making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 00, Mathurin.
The Mavericks lead by 5. Left side, Davis. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
This guy is so good when he's attacking on the interior and looking to draw contact over the top and get into his game.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Mathurin passes to Turner, and that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana.
Pascal Siakam.
Mavericks on D. Pass to Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on Thompson. Back to Siakam. To take the lead. Mavericks with a rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Screen by Lively. Irving for 3. They get it back. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. They still need this. And the layup is up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. When he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish. Oh, big time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
Irving, the pass to Marshall. Count it, and the foul. Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time. Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Siakam outside. The three is up. Hits the trifecta.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Irving against Halliburton. Irving, pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Outside for Davis. Three-pointer. Thompson outside. Outside for Irving. Halliburton with the steal. In transition. Here come the Pacers to take the lead. Here's Matherin. Halliburton right side. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 5.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
There's Davis with the 3. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Nembhard outside. Here he goes. A good look from Siakam. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Halliburton against Irving. Lively with a screen on Halliburton. Irving, the pass to Lively. Oh, he got it! He got it!
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
And so the big win by Dallas. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke,
Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he... took the hit and drew the whistle.
So it's San Antonio now. Outside, Fox. From 11 feet away, that one off the back iron. And out. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Mathurin after the basket by San Antonio. Siakam inside. Defended by Sohan. Siakam good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Fox, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in the corner. Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. 6 on the shot clock. A miss that time would have put him up. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Siakam drills it from outside. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Pass to Vassell. Fox against Halliburton. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Jumps up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA thanks. That puts them in the lead.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Trailing by 2. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. He gets it in there. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Vassell against Mathurin. Mathurin with a screen for Siakam. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
And he gets it to go. Fox has got 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Siakam, high post. Sohan's there. And it's Mathurin missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst, Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Pacers 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's Halliburton. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Siakam, right side. And stolen by Vassell. In the corner, Sohan with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sohan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And end. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Turner with a screen on Vassell. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Here's Sohan. Off target with his three. And for the Pacers, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Siakam passes to Mathurin. Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Fox.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Castle. His last outing with 20 points. Now, here's Fox. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Outside Turner. There's the drive, and they take the lead. And the Pacers lead by 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Fox, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 10.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And the Spurs with possession following the score by Indiana.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his balance.
Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Indiana making some changes. Toppin comes in for Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Spurs also with the sub. All checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Siakam. 13 points in the game. Up top, Mathurin, covered by Vassell. Shot clock at 6. For Indiana, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
So both teams changing it up here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Castle. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It'll be the Hawks against the Magic in Orlando. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while. 2 great teams just...
Now let's take some time to talk about our game and Pascal Siakam. He had a half to remember.
He took a lot of good...
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Harrison Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
McConnell with it. Nothing on the board. Now Nembhard. Siakam left side. Here's Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Paul. And he makes good on the layup. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
The wily vet, Paul, able to score down low.
With the drive. And McConnell gets it to go.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Paul left side. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
McConnell kicks to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. In the corner, it's Toppin. A floater. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. And it became very clear, very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Bryant is checked in for Toppin. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's Jackson in for T.J. McConnell. Here's McLaughlin. The rebound by Bryant. Pacers leading by 4. Walker finds Bryant. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. No, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Castle. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Andrew Nembhard.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Bradley's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Johnson comes in for Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Jackson. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. And it's Isaiah Jackson in for James Johnson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Tapping a screen on Paul. To the paint. Toppin can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Driving the lane, here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Shepard. And so Indiana again turning it over.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. And San Antonio with the change here too. Vassell's checked in. And here is Paul. at the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
That one misses for Paul.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Back to Mathurin. Pass to Jackson. Now McConnell. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Spurs. They're up by 4. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. And it's Neesmith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pacers' 5. Zohan, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Toppin finds Mathurin. Back to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And nice read for Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
In the corner, Zohan with it. Pass to Johnson. Back to Zohan for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Down low. Out to Turner. They set the pick. And yes, it's good.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Mathurin. Now, here's Neesmith. Out to Turner. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Vassell. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
Halliburton outside. Turner with a screen on Fox. Halliburton passes to Turner. Comes up empty down low. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And he converts the layup.
The more Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Turner with a screen on Fox. Here's Halliburton. The shot's good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Zohan, the pass to Vassell. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the basket is good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit...
Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
And how about the young man showing his balance? Halliburton campaigning for the dunk contest with that one.
Fox against Halliburton. He gets that one. Fox Fox has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Fox with it. .56 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Here's Halliburton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Zohan, the pass to Fox. Now, Zohan, pass to Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Siakam is checked in for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Vassell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Fox from outside. The rebound by Halliburton. Here's Turner. Can't get it to fall. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all.
in all the sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3. Now here's Fox. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Stolen by Davis. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw tonight. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
And the Spurs with possession here after the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Vassell, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Well, a strong off guard. Vassell gives you a little of everything offensively. A key player for this team.
Thompson fires from way outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Irving, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wembanyama against Lively. On the wing, Vassell. From deep. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Vassell's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Fox, that's good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Marshall can't hit.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Fox against Irving. Outside for Wembanyama. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Davis will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Lively with a screen on Fox. Irving looking around. Thompson in the post. Outside for Davis. Thompson passes to Davis. 5 to shoot. Driving in. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Davis resolute with that and 1.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Wembanyama. Davis with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 3. Marshall with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Fox. He's got 6. The shot's good. Fox has got 8.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Pass to Lively. Outside for Davis. On the take. And the layup falls. 9 points in the game.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Fox up top. He's guarded by Irving. And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fox outside. Pass to Castle. Now here's Sohan. Clock at 6. The drive by Wembanyama. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, if Wembanyama is hitting that, I don't know what you do defensively. He has the length to shoot right over the top.
Right side, Irving. Thompson outside. Launches it on target from range.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so it's the hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the 3, small forward.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Fox after the basket by Dallas. Wembanyama, screen on Irving. Outside Wembanyama, lets the 3 fly. The basket's good, off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 5.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Spurs trail by 7. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Now here's Lively. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. And there's a foul. It's on Derek Lively. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Fox. Give him 8. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And it's Marshall penetrating. Outside for Irving. There's Davis with the 3. Rebounded by Fox. Spurs trail by 7. Stolen by Davis. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Lively. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan, left side. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Oh, AD! An easy target on the lob.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Mavericks on D. They lead by 7. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the half. Fox, the pass to Sohan. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Davis. Vassell outside. To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Thompson scanning the floor. Fires from 14. Count it. Thompson's got 8.
And if you're a high school player and you're looking for a jump shot to emulate, watch Mr. Thompson.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. 55 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Castle. Here's Sohan. Here's Castle. Defended by Thompson. Wembanyama. Screen on Irving. Outside Wembanyama. From behind the arc. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter. The Mavericks lead by 4. And here is Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Fox. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
The first free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Sohan, left side. The 3 ball. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're key. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Look here now, the Mavericks. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low.
And guys, we saw an incredible performance from Anthony Davis in that first half, doing what he does best. That's it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
They've got Daniel Gafford. Dante Exum is out there with Williams. Then it's Washington, and it's Prosper in at the power forward. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's McLaughlin missing. The Mavericks lead by 8. Here's Exum. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Castle for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Here's Exum. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pulls it. McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got his first basket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Here's Gafford. Exum outside. Beyond the arc. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Offensive rebound. Outside, Williams. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's McLaughlin. Williams defending. Castle for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 6. Williams on the wing. Pass to Exum. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Prosper. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Champagny. Spurs trail by 6. Here's McLaughlin. He's got 5. It's 2-on-1. And he's going for the oop here. And Washington powers it through.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
McLaughlin pass to Barnes. Here's Champagny. Here's McLaughlin. Outside Barnes. 6 to shoot. And another shot. Doesn't go that time. The Mavericks lead by 8. High post Gafford.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First team foul.
And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Exum.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now. And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Exum. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting it at 52%. And the dunk by Gafford.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Gafford.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Prosper. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 10. Here's McLaughlin. From the top of the key, he buries it. McLaughlin's got 7 points in the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Exum. They get the rebound. Washington. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
First team foul.
San Antonio with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's Wemby. Spins. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And Dallas with possession. Ball stolen. Here's Castle, defended by Thompson. Sohan outside. Tipped away. Outside Davis. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. And he lobs it up top. The three from Thompson drains the triple. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Back to Sohan. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 3. Looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, and for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Davis with a screen on Fox. Irving against Fox. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Irving. Count it.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's like, oh, a big slam!
Oh my gosh, the athleticism.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, you can tell Vassell likes sharing the ball. He's not just looking for his shot.
Thompson fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Mavericks with the rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Davis.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
Stolen by Wembanyama. They break out 5-on-3. Here's Vassell, back to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, the open look. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Well, more and more, Vassell keeps others involved. He's becoming a great passer.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Irving. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That free throw good from Irving.
At the line for Dallas.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Out to the right wing. Pass to Castle. And so Dallas takes this one by a big mark. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks, for Stan Van Gundy.
since your time in the league, do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small. Forward position. And so it's Indiana with it, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Turner with the screen for Mathurin. Out to Turner. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Marshall.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's kind of pick your poison with him. If guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Siakam. And Davis gets it to go.
This is what the big-time players in the league do. Anthony Davis just had his team get hit for a three-pointer on defense. He comes right back at him with a 3 of his own. Bang!
A nice shot by Halliburton.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Dallas.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Halliburton for 3. Rebound by Marshall. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lively the pass to Marshall. Another 3 for Dallas.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lively the pass to Irving. Back to Lively. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Halliburton for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got 5 now. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who've played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Siakam misses.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Mathurin for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Irving drives in, and here's Marshall from the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 11.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Nembhard. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-7 run. And Marshall kicks to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Outside, Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
It's clear that Davis loves to put on the show for the fans, and putting on the show is exactly what he's doing.
Let's go. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Loads it up there for Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. And Davis pulls it down. On the wing, Thompson. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And so it's Dallas, ahead by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Irving from long range. Here's Lively. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Thompson from long range. The offensive rebound. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavericks.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Mathurin. Kicks it out to Siakam. And Davis sends it back.
You don't know exactly where Davis is. He's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Mathurin with a screen for Turner. Pass to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Thompson. Dallas leading by 13. And here's Davis for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Siakam, a screen on Irving. Halliburton, that's good.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Lively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Obi Toppin's checked in for the Pacers. Mavericks leading by 14. Lively sets a screen for Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Mathurin. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Tapping a screen on Thompson. Into the lane. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Ryan's checked in for Siakam. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 25 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Toppin. Rebound by Marshall. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 9 points.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Back to McConnell. Walker with the screen for McConnell. And the layup falls. McConnell's got his first basket of the night. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Taking a look here at Indiana, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big...
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Dallas Mavericks.
It's not just about...
And that is our...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here is Williams. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Shepard. Bradley is out there with Nesmith. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the point guard. Pacers trail by 16, and Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Pacers substitution.
Here's Nesmith.
Jackson.
Jackson with the screen. There's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Here we go, one-on-one. Johnson finds Nesmith. Back to Johnson. And the rejection by Gafford. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Back to Washington. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 14. Mathurin passes to Jackson.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Pacers making a change here. Shepard's checked in. There's the pick to the inside. Neesmith. Pass to Jackson. From outside the arc. And it's Shepard missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in this positionless era of basketball, small ball has given way to giants with guard skills. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle said, "We're living in a different galaxy. The skill level of 7-footers is approaching new heights. You just can't say enough about how the game has evolved." Kevin?
D.A., you and I were just talking the other day. What these kids are doing with that size is just mind-boggling. Amazing to see.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall. Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity, well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Exum's shot is off. Pacers trail by 16. In the corner, it's Neesmith. A three-pointer is right on target. Neesmith has got 7 points.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Dallas moving it around. And stolen by McConnell. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Mathurin for 3. Oh, offensive interference. And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Jackson. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Halliburton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance pretty consistently.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, Halliburton. 12 points for him. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Halliburton. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 14 points for him.
You know, with barely any time left, Halliburton at that point just has to trust his instincts.
Davis with a screen on Halliburton. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks ahead, up by 12. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. And there's Davis. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Halliburton for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Marshall passes to Lively. Lively a screen on Halliburton. Irving kicks to Thompson. The tray. Thompson with the 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Inside. Davis against Halliburton. And Davis can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 15. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
Good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Marshall with it. Siakam's there. Outside Irving. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
Nemhard finds Neesmith. Turner with a screen on Davis. Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded closer. That one goes in.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Siakam sets a screen for Turner. Siakam against Davis. And Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Launches it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Good move by Lively, putting it back with authority.
Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Thompson puts up a deep three. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot by Turner no good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And on the way from Irving for 3, Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Dallas.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with this victory here tonight, they will have at least regained a little respect in this season series, finishing out the year with 1 win and 2 losses against the Pacers.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Marshall passes to Davis. Throws it up high, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Isaiah Jackson.
Halliburton looking around. Outside Jackson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge.
season has just been electric. Teams playing hard right out of the gates.
Listen, most of these guys in the league have earned their way here, and they are anxious to get underway and start to show the coaches and the fans exactly what they can expect. I love the attitude and commitment.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. Lets a floater go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
Here's Indiana. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Now here's Halliburton. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Here's Castle. He's guarded by Nembhard. Wembanyama against Turner. Wembanyama, the pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Halliburton against Fox. Halliburton, no good. Outside Wembanyama. Fox, the pass to Sohan. The 3 from Wembanyama. And the three-pointer goes.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Over Halliburton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Yep, that one goes.
A slick move by Fox inside, finding a way to beat the interior coverage.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Now here's Fox. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Second shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in. Fox has gotten his second bucket.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. There's a screen by Turner. The drive by Nembhard, and he gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Here's Fox. After the basket by Indiana. Outside for Wembanyama. Vassell outside. The shake. Jams it in off a great move.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Halliburton finds Siakam. And Siakam with the slam!
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And it's Fox penetrating.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Right side Mathurin. Turner passes to Mathurin. Back to Turner. The three is up. The rebound by the Spurs. To the inside. Sohan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
It's intercepted. Halliburton right side. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Halliburton's got 8 points.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Turner. Siakam with it. Fox picks him up. Shot clock at 5. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, exactly what you want from the guy in your pick and roll position. He's got to be able to set a firm screen and then find his opening.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Nembhard. Siakam, no good. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Indiana leading. Siakam finds Turner. Kicks it out to Siakam. Nembhard outside. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Halliburton outside. Halliburton drives. Misses the layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Mathurin. Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Siakam for 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 5. Pass to Castle. Clock at 6. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 9. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Andrew Nembhard.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Indiana making a switch here. Toppin's checked in.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
McConnell goes in, and he converts the layup. And now an 11-point Pacer lead.
They're really working the paint now.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox goes in. Sohan outside. To win the cold spell. And the layup is good. Sohan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Vassell against Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. Fires the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Toppin passes to Mathurin. Back to Toppin. It's stolen by Wembanyama. 3 on 3. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on T.J. McConnell.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Fox. 43 seconds left in the first half. McConnell against Fox. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
35 seconds left in the first half. Siakam, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana.
Number 23, Aaron Neesmith.
Goes up off the inbound. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
There's Neesmith with a three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sohan. And there's the drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead, leading by 3. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Halftime is here.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They just let scores go by.
Olé! And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. We've got Thomas Bryant. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in at the 2. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Jackson comes in for Shepard. Pass to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sohan. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And I love the physical play from Sohan inside, mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul.
And Indiana with some changes. Bradley comes in for Walker, and Aaron Neesmith subbed in for Jackson. Mathurin passes to McConnell, and here's Siakam for 3. They get it back. Bradley. Pass to Siakam for 3. Sohan with some nice D.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
The kick out to Paul. And he makes it on the layup. Paul's got his first 2 points.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Siakam with a screen on Paul. Siakam outside. Outside Mathurin. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Devin Vassell.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Jackson, he's checked in for Bradley. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Paul. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Chris Paul will 2-point you to death with that mid-range jumper. He's made a living there.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. Siakam outside. Back to Neesmith. Over Castle. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. San Antonio, 3rd.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. The 3 from Wembanyama. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. The definition of a stretch 5, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a 3.
And it's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
And that one drops.
When Turner's scoring buckets inside, he is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Yes! And the foul! It's on T.J. McConnell.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Matherin.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 10. Fires from deep. Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside Paul. Outside Wembanyama. To the wing, right side. Pass to Castle. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 1, Obi Toppin.
Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton on the attack. Wow, what a strong flush from Halliburton.
Yeah, just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Paul against Halliburton. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game. De'Aaron Fox has checked in for Paul. And the Pacers also making a change. Nimhardt's checked in. Fox with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Vassell. Wembanyama's got 13 now.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Back come the Spurs in transition. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Now here's Halliburton. Turner passes to Nesmith. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A different look for San Antonio. Keldon Johnson comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Champagny in for Sohan. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, great finish from Johnson, leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, Halliburton not backing down.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Fox. Here's Branham. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in San Antonio. And fourth quarter basket. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Johnson, and it's Branham in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Turner. After the basket by San Antonio. And he comes up with a bucket.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Now here's Fox. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's stolen. Back come the Spurs in transition. Nesmith with it. Fox picks him up. Inside. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Wembanyama's checked in for Johnson. Sohan comes in for Champagny. Vassell, he's checked in for Branham. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Vassell. Nesmith covering. San Antonio again can't hit. Indiana shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Pass to Turner. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. And Indiana misses again.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Fox with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. To the middle. Here's Castle. And he jams it home with authority.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Fox outside. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Nembhard outside. Toppin outside. Pass to Halliburton. He's off on the layup. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Sohan. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Obviously, Fox has good on-ball instincts. He finds a wide-open guy and quickly feeds him.
Halliburton, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. So it's San Antonio now. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Sohan, pass to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Siakam for 3. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama, screen on Halliburton. Fox with the ball. Turner covering. Oh, what a response by Wemby.
And not intimidated at all. Wembanyama showing up in a clutch moment.
Turner, a screen on Fox. Halliburton finds Siakam. 56 seconds left in the game. Halliburton, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Castle drops in the layup for 2.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
35 seconds left in the final quarter.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L. We call that patience, veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure, what pressure?
Here's Castle. Back to the basket by Indiana on the other end. Connects from downtown. And here's Indiana now. 9-point game. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity.
trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Thompson is out there with Irving. Then it's Derek Lively. And there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Driving the lane. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. That's good from Fox on the assist by Wembanyama.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Now, here is Irving. Vassell grabs the board. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David. Thompson with the bucket.
Let me just say this, Klay Thompson is one of about 10 people in NBA history that you do not want to leave open for a three. The defense has to make it harder for him out there.
Down low, here's Marshall. Rebound, San Antonio. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some pop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Thompson for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Fox, and it's sent back by Irving.
How about that block from Irving there, getting the timing just right on the defense.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside, Davis. Davis with a screen on Vassell. Three-pointer. And Anthony Davis good for three. Davis has got 7 points.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second-guess himself. He just lets it fly.
Fox against Irving. Outside, Fox. Clock at 6. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 3-point lead. Fox, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. Offline with his three. Spurs shooting in his first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Wembanyama outside. He takes it in. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 3. To the inside, and finished off by Lively.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Castle. He has yet to score. A crossover, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Marshall passes to Lively. Marshall with it. To the paint. Pick off in midair. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, Sohan with it. Here's Wembanyama. Marshall with the steal. The three from Davis. They get it back. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. 4 seconds left. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Here's Sohan. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And such a great job of being active and aggressive with their hands. They're just putting ball handlers on their heels.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Irving, good.
Man, Kyrie just has an unbelievable ability to finish in traffic.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Now here's Thompson. Drops in the tray.
Because of his footwork and fundamentals, Thompson always looks on balance and does a great job of squaring his shoulders.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Wembanyama. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. The shot from 20 feet away. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 4 this quarter.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Irving finds Davis. That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
The interior touch of Kyrie Irving, just superb at knowing how to slice through the defense with an array of finishes.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Fox.
God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Wembanyama. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson from long range. And it's Fox with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. That's a 2 from Paul. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Mavericks leading by 6. Irving kicks to Davis. Here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Irving. And that's 11 points for Davis.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Count that one. And that's 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
Lively a screen on Fox. Irving kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A 3-ball. Irving can't hit. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here's Marshall from the arc. They get it back. Lively a screen on Vassell. And that one's good, Irving.
The corner 3 by Kyrie has a nice ring to it.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Paul. 6 to shoot. Misses from short range. That'll do it for the first half. Mavericks lead by 7. And now we'll send it up. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got P.J. Washington. Exum is out there with Williams. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Prosper in at the power forward. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
To the middle, here's Manu Kelishvili.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though. Clearly a foul.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Mavericks leading by 9. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Shots good by Williams.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's the Spurs ball. For the 3. Good on the triple. McLaughlin's got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, in 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Now, here's Exum. Guarded closely. Pass to Prosper. Over in the corner, Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the wing J.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside, Fox. And he drives in. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Here's Williams. Fox with the steal. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 12 points for him.
Explosive on the bounce. Fox is just a blur.
Williams inside. Guarded by Fox. Now Exum. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. That one drops for him. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 9 points. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Gafford finds Exum. From the arc. A rebound by the Spurs.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Inside. Rebounded by Prosper. Mavericks leading by 7. Washington passes to Williams. Over to the left wing. Here's Prosper. Covered by Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. Dallas again missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to McLaughlin. Going inside. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen by Exum. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Second personal foul.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
It's Fox with the drive.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Dallas leading by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Bangs home the trifecta.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. And Davis sends it back.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
Pass to Wembanyama. The shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Thompson right side. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Marshall. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Irving looking for an opening. Over to the wing. The 3, Marshall. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Castle misses. Mavericks leading by 13. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. Lively. Banked in off the glass.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Fox passes to Vassell. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Davis kicks to Marshall. Back to Davis from deep. Sinks the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Davis dishes to Marshall. Back to Davis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Thompson in the corner. Outside, Fox. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's score, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving with it, now guarded by Fox. Fox against Irving. Marshall passes to Lively. Now here's Marshall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And the second free throw, good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Irving up top, guarded by Fox. Lively the pass to Irving. The putback. Rebound, San Antonio. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.